Hi guys, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be starting a series. I get asked the question all the time, Jess, where do I start? How do I know what products to use? Am I too young to start a skincare routine? Am I too old? Is it too late to start a skincare routine? I just want something basic, Jess, and I don't understand all these terms and everything. I just want you to tell me where I should start and what I should do. And so that's what we're going to do today. I'm just going to give you 3 easy things to consider when you are starting your skincare routine. I'm going to preface this whole video by saying that I am not a dermatologist or a doctor, but I am, however, a massage therapist, and I've been practicing for over 6 years, and I have gone to college, and I loved my anatomy and physiology classes, and I love researching, and so in this past year I've done a lot of research on dermatology and skincare, and so I'm just bringing to you my knowledge based on that, but I am not a doctor or a dermatologist, so if you do have skincare concerns that are something of major concern, I definitely recommend you going to a dermatologist. So number 1, know your skin. Know what its strengths and weaknesses are. I know this may sound a little weird, but just stop for a moment and think about what your skin is. Evaluate it for a little bit. In our culture today, we just keep going, and it's a go, go, go kind of culture, and so sometimes we just don't take the time to stop and think about what's really going on inside of us and with us. And so if you can just take a moment and consider your strengths and weaknesses in your skin and kind of identify what your skin type is at this time of your life, then that is a crucial thing to know. Know that there is not just one skin type or one skincare routine. One size fits all is not a thing when it comes to skin. That's why there's so many products on the shelves that are trying to address all the different skin types and skincare concerns. And one skin type isn't superior over the other. You may want to strive to get to a more normal, non-irritated, healthy skin barrier skin. But if you just find that your skin has a certain way about it, then that's completely normal. We are designed in a way that our DNA can affect our skin, also where we live, in the climate that we live in the culture, and our ethnicity and our habits, our eating habits, our drinking habits, our skincare habits. They all play a role into why our skin is acting and looking the way it does. I want to explain a little bit more about skin. Your skin is the largest organ of your body, and it was designed to protect you from the elements of the world, the pollutions, the bacteria, and even the sun rays. It is also designed to regulate your body temperature and to help you to maintain comfort in your own skin. And also it gives you your sense of touch, and so your skin is a very crucial organ in your body. It protects your innards from being outside, and it protects the outside from coming inside. And so it's, no matter how old you are or who you are, if you're a woman or a man, healthy skin should definitely be a priority. All right, let's go a little bit deeper. There are 3 layers of your skin. You have your epidermis on top, and that's what you can see. That's what holds the melanin in your skin, that shows what your skin tone is, and it also is the part of your skin that regenerates after about 40 days, and you have a new layer of skin every month or so. There's actually a very thin layer on your skin that your skin creates naturally, and that is called the skin barrier or an acid mantle. It is pH regulated, so if you go back to your chemistry class, that you have a pH regulated skin, and so this is that when I was talking about how your skin can ward off bacteria, that is because you have this invisible protective layer on top of your skin, and that's what can get damaged and what we try to kind of preserve in what I've learned to preserve as I've learned more about skincare. So after the epidermis is the dermis, and that is the middle layer. This is where you have your oil and sweat glands and your hair follicles, and also blood cells are in this dermis layer. Below that layer is called the hypodermis, and this is what is actually connecting your skin to your bones and muscles. And this is not necessarily what skincare affects down here in the hypodermis. This is more fatty tissues and connective tissues, and as a massage therapist, I work on those areas of the skin. But skincare normally just works with the epidermis and the dermal layer of your skin. So now that we've had an anatomy class, let's talk about skin types. So what I highly recommend is that you wash your face with a gentle, non-perfumed cleanser, and then after you wash your face, you pat it dry a little bit, and you see what does your skin look like. Take a good look at it. If it looks a little bit like a raisin and it needs water, and it's a little bit kind of crepey, like wrinkled up tissue paper, then most likely you are dry skin type. Dry skin does not mean that you just add water to your skin or you need to drink water. It actually means that your sebum or your oil is not producing as much as a normal skin type, or an oily skin type actually has excess oil production. So if you look in the mirror and you see that you're actually quite shiny, or after a couple minutes the oils of your face are quite shiny, then that means that you are an oily skin type and that your oil glands are kind of overproductive and very happy and just ready to make you look shiny. Now some people have a combo type where they're oily in the T-zone right here, but they are dry on the outside perimeter of their face. And so there are actual skincare products that target combo skin. And if you notice after you wash your face that your face looks really mean and angry and red and just kind of irritated, and you get irritated by different creams that you put on, like SPFs and things, then you most likely have sensitive skin. You can have dry sensitive skin or oily sensitive skin, so it doesn't just mean that sensitive skin is the main skin type. If you look in the mirror and you realize, no, I don't really have this crepey look that you're talking about, or I don't really have any oil production, then you probably just have a normal skin type. And if you look in the mirror and you see that there are wrinkles that are in your smile lines or on your forehead and they're quite deep and they don't go away, then that just means that you have maturing skin. The second word of advice that I would say is to keep things really basic when you're first starting your skincare routine. I would recommend just 2 steps in the morning and like 3 steps at night, and that way it's not overwhelming to you and you're not spending a ton of money. And then you can start adding things over the course of the months ahead, depending on what you think your skin needs and what your skincare goals are. So in the morning, I would recommend you to start off with a cleanser. It can be a gentle cleanser like the CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleanser. I highly recommend just a gentle cleanser no matter what, but it doesn't have to be hydrating. If you have oily skin, CeraVe makes a really great facial cleanser that's for oily skin as well. So right here it says normal to dry skin, and it really clearly lists that out for you. And so this is a great cleanser. I use this morning and night. You can find it at your drugstore, or also at Ulta and many different places online you can find this, but I highly recommend this, and this is what you could wash your face with in the morning. The reason why you want to wash your face in the morning is because you were sweating most likely during the night. Even if it wasn't like profusely sweating, your body was regulating itself as you sleep. Just naturally, that's what it does. And so sometimes it got warm and then it sweat a little bit and then it was cooler. And so most of the time when you wake up, you kind of feel that like sticky face feeling, and so that's what you're wanting to wash your face from. You want to remove those things on your face so you don't go throughout your day with that sweat on your face. The second step I would recommend doing is applying an SPF, a broad spectrum SPF. 30 to 50 is what's recommended, because although a 15 of SPF 15 is all right, they say that a lot of times we don't apply enough sunscreen on our face, and so even if you are applying a SPF of 30, it's really like an SPF of 15. And the 30 and 15 and 50 and all those numbers, they don't mean like how many minutes it lasts or how many hours or anything. It means a certain percentage of sun protection on you. And so 50 is like the highest that they say is good, because if anywhere above 50 is just a minuscule more protection, and so and a lot of times it's a lot more expensive if it's above 50, SPF 50. So if you want more details on SPF, Angie from Hot and Flashy just made an awesome video, and I will link it down below, going into tons of details about ingredients and what SPF she recommends. So why do we want an SPF in the first place? Well, there are sun rays coming in at you no matter if you are inside and you're by a window, or if you're driving in your car, or if you're actually outside. The UVA and UVBs can penetrate through windows and things and come into contact with your skin, and this is definitely, there's so much research out there about the sun and the impact of the sun on your skin, including, you know, skin cancer and definitely like age spots and wrinkles. And so if you do anything, definitely just put an SPF on. I didn't realize this, and so I'll be 30 next year, and I just started last year applying SPF on every day, and I kind of wish I would have known in my earlier 20s or in my teenage years to put SPF on, because it's just a small thing that is a preventative, and I'm such a preventative thinker, and if I would have known, I would have done this, because you know, if you start applying sunscreen today, it can prevent, you know, age spots and really deep wrinkles in your future. I use the Paula's Choice SPF and moisturizer combo. This is for, it says normal oily to combination skin. Because I have more normal skin, I can get away with this. It is, you know, maybe not recommended for people with a lot of dry patches and stuff, but this is great. It's lightly tinted, and I find that it works really well under makeup, but I also wear it just by itself. Like right now, I'm not wearing foundation or anything on top of this, so I really enjoy this SPF. Alright, so for a nighttime skincare routine, I would recommend cleansing for number one. And for cleansing, I would first go in with a oil cleanser, and an oil cleanser is like either in a balm form. The balm form I have here, it's the Clinique Take the Day Off balm. It is a solid balm, but it melts down, so it's kind of like coconut oil. You can also use coconut oil. You can use any kind of oil that will break down your waterproof makeup and your waterproof SPF. So even if you don't wear makeup, but you wear an SPF that's waterproof, I highly recommend using an oil cleanser first, and then you can go in with a CeraVe hydrating cleanser or water-based cleanser, because most cleansers, or a lot of cleansers, are water-based, and when a product is waterproof, then it's going to repel that water-based cleanser, and it's going to take a lot longer for the cleanser to break stuff down. So that's called a double cleanse, and I just started double cleansing last year, and I enjoy it. It only takes like 30 seconds more than just a regular cleanse, and so I noticed that it takes off my mascara a lot better, and I don't wake up with, you know, raccoon eyes and stuff in the morning because all of my makeup is completely gone off my face. So number two is repair. This is where you can add an antioxidant oil or a serum or a fatty acid type of serum. This is where you want to apply products that will repair your skin from the damage that may have occurred during the day. This is a great time because you're going to be sleeping and in the dark and have just a time of really undisturbed time. I really like to use that time to put something in my skin that will soak into my skin and really benefit it. So I really enjoy using this Paula's Choice Resist Omega Complex Serum. This is one of the serums that I use in my skincare routine on a very regular basis. This is for all skin types, but I know it works really well at providing the essential fatty acids onto my skin, which really is a nourishing help. It feeds your skin barrier, it helps nourish and plump your skin and make you just look a lot more softer and healthier. So that is the serum, or oil, and that's step two. Step three is to seal it all in with a moisturizer. You want to think of the third step, or a moisturizing step, as just like a saran wrap over your face. You're just kind of sealing it all in so the dry air outside in your bedroom or where you sleep, does not come into your skin, and also the nice nourishing ingredients that you just added onto your skin, it stays on and into your skin. Now this moisturizer doesn't have to be super expensive or luxurious, it just needs to be one that works really well for you. I enjoy using the CeraVe PM facial moisturizing lotion. This is great for all skin types, and this also has some niacinamide and ceramides in it, hyaluronic acid, extra benefits, but I'll go into those details later in a different video. But this is found also at the drugstore, and I am not sponsored by CeraVe. I just really enjoy their products. They don't add fragrances or added things that aren't really needed in here, and actually for the price and what you actually get things that some high-end skincare brands don't have. So I really recommend this one, or the Belief moisturizing cream that you can find at Sephora or online. That one is a great one that I use almost every single day as well. And number 3, I would highly recommend that you research. Do some research on your own and take notes. You may not be like me where I love to research, and when I get passionate about something I put blinders on and I just research like crazy about it. That's okay if you don't like doing that, and that's why I wanted to make this video for people who just want to kind of have things spelled out for them, and that's cool. But I recommend that even with this video that you take either your phone and take a screenshot of things, or get a paper and a pencil and write it down. What I did is I found a video I started watching a lot of YouTubers on skincare, and this one girl, Stephanie Nicole, I started listening and watching her, and I really respected her, and it seemed like she really understood what she was talking about. And so she had a nighttime and morning time skincare routine, so what I did, and she also has dry to normal skin, and so what I did was I got a piece of paper and I literally wrote down, okay, number 1 step, she says to do a double cleanse. Okay, what is a double cleanse? And I put why double cleanse this, or what product I should even use. And then, you know, number 2, number 3, she actually has 7 steps, so I kind of started with 7 steps, and that was, you know, kind of overwhelming, and you know, that's why I kind of just wanted to give you 2, but not that that was a bad thing or anything that she gave that many steps. That's just what she does, and I do a lot of times a lot more stuff. All that to say is research, and don't just take the front of a box and it says dermatologist approved, and that must mean that it's good, because sometimes it's not dermatologist approved. One dermatologist somewhere along the line approved it or recommended it for somebody, and then they can use that and run with it. Take everything in with a grain of salt, because even though one person says this is amazing, doesn't mean that your skin thinks it's amazing. So listen to your skin more than you listen to skincare bloggers. Nothing should really ever put you in pain. There's some things that we'll talk about later in a different video that can cause discomfort for a little bit, but nothing should cause you pain or give you like that crazy red reaction. Also, you know, read the ingredients if that doesn't overwhelm you. And if all this kind of does overwhelm you, I highly recommend going to Paula's Choice website. I'm not sponsored by them either. I just really love their philosophy for their products. It is a no frills kind of, you know, line, and they have a line for all the different skin types, very clearly spelled out, and also they're not super expensive. It's not like drugstore price, but it's not luxury or high-end price. So, and a lot of times there's coupons. There's actually like 15% off for your first order, and that always, you know, shows up too. So anyways, I highly recommend that. They don't add fragrances or dyes or anything in there, and it's a great company. So if you just want something that's really simple and you don't really have to research, then start there. So that's everything for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'm really looking forward to this series. I'm also going to be adding in this series a skin encyclopedia, where there are just going to be quick videos explaining different ingredients that you see or hear about. I'm also going to share about my budget, skincare routine, and if you have, you know, a certain budget that you have to stay under for your skincare routine, what my favorite products are out there that are easily accessible here in the US. And also I'm going to be talking about my favorite Korean beauty. There's really cool products out there about that. And also, where should you invest your money? You know, if you only have like $100 to spend, should you spend most of it in your serums or in your cleansers and that kind of thing, like where should you put your money. So I really hope that you'll follow me along, and if you want to make sure that you see those things, then definitely subscribe, and I would love that. It would mean the world to me to know that you guys are wanting more of these videos and you enjoyed it, and so subscribe, hit the like button if you like this kind of video, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!